All right, friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving. Let me move that. Okay, I hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving. It is currently December the 6th. If you're new here, hi, my name is B. Welcome. If you're accustomed to being here, welcome back. You know the motherfucking vibes. Okay. I saw something and I kind of wanted to steal that idea because I thought it was so super cool. So since it's Venus Day and of course I'm back, ready to lock back in, ready to get back into the routine of things, I wanted to do like a you versus them kind of video. Because I saw it and I just thought like, oh, that'll be so fucking cool. So this is gonna be that. I don't know who the person I saw. I just saw the title or the caption for it as I was like doing other stuff. So whoever you is in the world, bitch, shout out to you. Um, let's actually get into the announcements. So now that I'm back, 2025 yearly open. Thank you, Mercury retrograde. Appreciate that. Um, 2025 yearly overview readings are available for purchase for 130. Shop pay is available if you balling on a budget. Bitch, I know it's the holidays. So yeah. You can definitely go ahead and get that. It is 130 if you want to pay full price. I think it's like $32 and some cent if you want to kind of install payment the reading. Either or is fine with me. I know that again, time is bitch, it's the holidays, money is tight, bitch. The first is about to roll back around, Christmas, everything else, bitch. So I get it, okay? We are doing tarot readings. I am going back to teaching tarot classes. This will be a thing January 7th. And I have an official date. That is the official date. I looked at it. I kind of meditated on it. It's resonating with me. January 7th, 2025, we will start back doing tarot classes. If you like to watch us and you like to watch tarot and you think to yourself, damn, bitch, I could do this. This seems so cool. I would love to read for myself, read for other people, or just learn the realm of this. Classes will be in session, okay? They will be hosted on Patreon. Drop down below in the description box if you need that. 2025 yearly overview readings are on the website. Drop down in the description box if you need that. If you need any other of my platforms, because I am on multiple platforms. And I know we just added Blue Sky and I just added Threads from Instagram. So I'll also add that into the description box. But all of my other stuff is in the description box. If you're watching this and you want to tip and you just feel like, ooh, how can I tip her because this is so amazing? My tip jar is also in the description box, okay? I think that's every motherfucking thing. I am still selling ashtrays. Let me see if I can grab one. I am still selling ashtrays. This is from the Halloween spooky collection. This is actually for a particular somebody, but you know, just to show you for an example. So we are still selling ashtrays. I have other things that are in the works right now. Bear with me. I just got back home from Thanksgiving. I'm still recalibrating, bitch. I'm all over the place. Okay, so work with me. I think that's everything. If you see me get up, actually, hold on. Let's pause this before I even get started. Hold on. Okay, welcome back. It was just hot as a devil's dick in my room, and I like it a little toasty. It's cold outside, bitch, but I ain't trying to bust out into no motherfucking sweats. Okay, so now that we're here, let's jump into why we're here. I have two piles. I already have a couple of cards separated. I also have cough drop in my mouth, so don't mind me. But I have these separated. This is the you pile, aka person watching. Whoever you are, whatever sign you are, it don't matter what type of relationship you in, bitch. Even if you're not in a relationship, okay? This could probably have some messages that resonate for you. This is going to be the them pile over here, okay? AKA whoever you watching for, whoever you got on your mind, whoever you separated from, whoever you seeing currently right now, okay? This isn't necessarily per sign, so just take it what resonates. If it resonates with your spirit and you feel like this fits my message or this resonates with a confirmation of mine, cool, take it. If it don't, let the shit fly, keep scrolling. Just that simple. Okay. So yeah, I feel like I need to say that too just before we officially get started, because I feel like on Twitter I know I've had people asking me like, how do I know like what's for me? It's just intuitive. My readings are not to, how can I phrase this? My readings are for confirmation. If you're desperately looking for answers, I'm probably not the reader for you. Okay? This is for confirmation, which means when you booking with me, when you talking to me, when you watching my videos, when you reading my content, it is for confirmation. Take what intuitively resonates. If you feel like, oh, this don't sound like it's for me, oh, this don't necessarily fit, oh, I don't really know, then probably it's not for you. Okay? And if you feel like, oh, bitch, this is so spot on, she really talking to me, like you, that message was specifically for me, then this is for you. That's how you can kind of tell the difference. Get it? Got it? Cool. Let's get started. I want to jump over here because as I was shuffling and setting up for the you pile, for the us pile person watching, this card slipped out. There is someone else. And I wasn't even like shuffling or anything. I had already pulled the cards that I'm going to use, right, to kind of open this. But as I was still recalibrating my desk and my space and cleansing things, there's somebody else that came out. So you, aka person watching, you might be dealing with somebody else. You might be about to deal with somebody else, or there might be someone else already kind of in the picture. Of course, just take it for how it resonates. The cards that came out for y'all, and I'm using my little We're Not Really Strangers deck. This isn't a tarot deck. It's really like an answer dating question game thing, but I like to use it for this because I like the questions. I think it's hella cool. So the first question that I pulled for y'all says, what have you been extra sensitive to lately? Person watching, you might be a little sensitive when it comes to just romance right now, or when it comes to whoever you're dealing with right now in your brain. You could be feeling a little more sensitive these days. Again, we have a lot going on in the astrology weather right now. We have Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, currently in Sagittarius season. Pluto has shifted into Aquarius. It's about to actually be conjunct with the Aquarius and Venus transit we're about to have, which I'm kind of excited for because I feel like that's about to be a full circle moment for me. But whatever, I'll just save that for another conversation for another day. We also have Mars in Leo that's also about to go retrograde. No, I think it actually goes retrograde today. Today's the 6th. So it's a lot going on. Okay, a lot of things happening. We have I think a new moon in Gemini that's like supposed to be approaching at some point. So you could have a lot going on. It's a lot of fire energy going on in the sky. It's a lot of intense, chaotic energy going on in the sky. Person watching, you could be feeling really, really sensitive. So just make sure you be very mindful of that. Okay. The second question here says, what's the most important lesson in a relationship, a past relationship has taught you? So not only are you being sensitive, but you could be maybe reanalyzing, rethinking about some things where it's just like, okay, this is something that I've learned. That's something that I've learned, right? What are all the hard lessons? You could be really reflecting on that right now. Some of you could be reflecting on that and it's making you sensitive. Some of you could be sensitive already. So now it's making you reflect on all of the lessons or all of the bullshit you've had to endure in past relationships. Okay. But I do feel like this slid out for a reason. So it's given, like I said, person watching, you might be really sensitive, but there could be someone else in the picture. You could be ready to have someone else in the picture, or you maybe could be really sensitive because you find out that whoever you got on your mind got somebody else in the picture. Okay. Over here on the them side of things, okay, it says finish the sentence. Thank you for accepting blank. So this person that you could have on your mind, for some of you who might have somebody on your mind, they could be thinking about all the ways that they really didn't appreciate you. Intuitively is what's coming. Thank you for accepting blank, right? So whatever you could have been accepting whoever this person for, they, them, whoever, however, whatever it is you could have been accepting them for, is giving like they're really kind of sitting in the gratitude that they have for you, or that the gratitude that they should have had, right? The thankfulness that they should have had when you were around. The second question here says, what was the first thing you noticed about me? So they could be, I got tired of talking with that shit, trying to talk around it. The second question could be, second question here is, what's the first thing you notice about me? That makes me feel like they could be reminiscing on the first thing that they've noticed about you, or they could be just wondering, like, I remember the first time I met person watching. You know what I'm saying? Like, this couldn't even be the first thing you noticed about me. It could just be, do you remember the first time we met? Do you remember the first conversation we had? Do you remember where we was, right? I remember the first time I met person watching. I remember what they had on, or I remember where we was, or I remember the color they were wearing, the color that they had in their hair at the time, or, you know what I'm saying? They smile, they laugh. Like I do. The first thing I noticed about person watching was this, right? I wonder what's the first thing they noticed about me, or I remember when they met and the first thing they noticed about me was that I had fucking toilet paper on my shoe because I was in the club and I just came back from the bathroom. Like, I feel like both of you guys are in a very reminiscent type of energy, but it's about different things. The them group feels like they're reminiscing more on Again, how they could have been thankful, what was, what is, what used to be. Person watching, you seem like you're reflecting more on what was, but more in a sense of, now that I'm moving forward, this is what was. Does that make sense? I hope I'm kind of articulating that correctly. Where it's like, yeah, I'm thinking about the past and all of the past lessons and past mistakes, but it feels less nostalgic coming from y'all. Person watching, it feels more like I'm reminiscing about the past, but it's so I can put it to rest. So that way I can finally think about where I'm going and not where I was. The them group feels like it's more nostalgic. It feels more like I'm reminiscing about the past, but I'm reminiscing about when we had first met. I'm reminiscing about all the things that I should have been thankful for when person watching was around, but I wasn't. All of the times they showed me love, showed up, actually stood in my corner, actually had my back, actually, went the extra mile for me. I'm thinking about all these things. I'm thinking about, the first time I had met them and what I noticed about them or what they noticed about me, or shit, how we kind of noticed each other the first time, and we was kind of across the room kind of looking at each other a little bit, right? But it feels, on this side of things, it feels more like I'm reminiscing about it because I miss it and I want to go back to it. This feels like I'm reminiscing about it because I'm sad about it, but I'm ready to move on. Take it for how it resonates. I guess since these cards fell out, though, I'll go ahead and just jump into these. Again, person watching, y'all have the you collective already has there's someone else. So again, this gives me person watching, you could already be dealing with somebody else. Or there could be somebody else that's about to come in. Give me a couple of more cards. Give me 2 more cards for the you collective. And if there is someone else, you do have sapiosexual and you have financial issues. If there is someone else in your life with this you collective person watching, they might have some financial troubles. Okay, but they could definitely be someone else. I do feel like this could be someone where, your person watching, your head and your heart might be a little conflicted though. Okay, but this is also someone who I feel like you can talk very good with them about your heart's desire, where your head is about things, where your heart is about things. This is someone who's going to accept that, but they definitely might have some financial issues. Okay, so there might need to be a need to take things slowly. You could talk to them about what you've been sensitive about lately with whoever this is up here. Okay, so it's giving y'all might, and again, if you haven't met this person, this feels like you might want to meet someone new. If you haven't met anyone else, it could be like on some damn, I really want to meet someone new though. You know what I'm saying? I want to meet someone new who, I can express to them about stuff and I can be sensitive with them and they won't make me feel bad, or, you know what I'm saying? Someone who embraces my sensitivities, embraces my emotions, embraces my mind. You know what I'm saying? But there also could be a need to, or maybe you, person watching, actively are at a space where you're like, okay, even though I want these things, I know I need to take some time to really think about what's the most important lesson my past relationships have taught me, right? What have I been taught in my relationships up until this point? I can't just nose dive into another relationship and just jump ship like that. I have to really think about what I'm learning, what I'm taught. Like, you know how some people are serial daters, but then they eventually, and I notice this a lot, people who are serial daters constantly find the same person, and then you kind of end up feeling like, oh, the dating pool is fucked up because everybody fucked up. No, it's not that everybody fucked up. You just keep attracting the same people, and you keep attracting the same people because you keep jumping in relationship after relationship after relationship after relationship after relationship, but then you're not even processing what the fuck these lessons are teaching you to be able to apply it in the new relationship. If you got out of the last relationship because, oh, they just was walking all over me, that mean what? You didn't have no boundaries. But then you got out of that relationship, nose dived into this relationship because, ooh, they just so fine and they just so funny, and they just giggled me out my motherfucking panties and my drawers. But then you're not even realizing this is another relationship that you are now entering, and you about to repeat the same cycle of what? I don't have boundaries. Which seems cool when you first meet a motherfucker and you in a honeymoon phase and you think, oh, this is just so, yeah, I just love it here so much, until you get 6 months into it and you like, this motherfucker, every time we argue, call me out my name, and I done told him 1,000 times to not do that. But see, the first 3 times you like the nigga so much, so you let him do it. If you don't have boundaries in this relationship, you're not going to have them in this relationship. I don't give a damn how many times you leave the relationship. You're going to keep creating the same relationship because it's something internal instead of external. So, yeah, there might be someone new or you might want someone new. But make sure that you're really taking the time to really sit and ask yourself, okay, what did I learn in this past relationship? How am I applying this to my new relationship? For me, it was actually quite interesting. I feel like this year, and I feel like I've said this before in a previous video, I feel like this year taught me one or two things. For one, be yourself. If a nigga gonna fuck with you, he gonna fuck with you. If a bitch gonna fuck with you, she gonna fuck with you. But they gotta fuck with you off the strength of you. That's just that. Be as intense, as loud, as clingy, as emotional, as sensitive, as moody as you need to be. Is be you and let people fuck with you off of the strength of that. That doesn't excuse any behavior to act out your mind. Okay, so don't go cut up with your partner and then act like, oh well, B said B ain't tell you to do all that. You're gonna be single. That's what B also telling you. But what I am saying is be yourself, be authentic to yourself for one, but for two, friendship is a really big thing. And in order for me to have the relationship that I want, and in order for me to have the partner that I crave, I would need to be their friend first. Not only because I want to feel like my lover is my best friend, but from the flip side of that too, I need to know who the fuck I'm dating. Because I constantly find myself in relationships where I like these men, and then after a certain pinnacle, they kind of start acting different than they did in the beginning. And then I get the feeling like, who the fuck are these men that I didn't just let into my life? I don't even know who this is that I didn't fell in love with no more. And it's really because, bitch, you never knew this person to begin with. You started liking them, y'all started having sex, and now we here. You don't know this person. Especially because for me, I know as a main thing that people act very differently to try to impress me. I guess I don't really know what that is. Like, not even to be funny or to act like I'm just so that person. But men often come into my life acting one way because they want to appease me, they want to impress me, they want to get picked. And then once I pick them, then it's like, oh, okay, well, I done got picked now. I can stop all the theatrics. And it's like, little do you know, the theatrics is what got you here. Right? So being friends first, taking my time, really slowly getting to know these people, getting to know them in all seasons and treasons of life. So that way I can really get into who they are for real. So that way when I do fall in love with them, if I fall in love with them, I don't have to feel like I don't know who the fuck this is I fell in love with. I fell in love with exactly with who I was supposed to fall in love with, flaws and all. Does that make sense? Give me some cards for the Them Collective. Give me something for the Them Collective. We do have karma, we have alignment, and we have lack of attention. What is this? And we have lack of attention. Vulnerability is down at the bottom of the deck. So when it comes over here to this person, I do feel like they're getting some karma. Okay? They could definitely be going through some things, especially if they kind of did you greasy. They kind of did you dirty. So this could be someone going through karma. Or this could be someone who is just a karmic. They were supposed to come into your life and teach you some lessons. Okay? That was literally it. Some people are in our life for a reason and a season. Some people are here to stick to us and stick together like motherfucking glue out the goddamn glue box, bitch. And this feels like, again, for some of you, this is a karmic connection that was meant to teach you some harsh, ugly lessons. So that way you could get the relationship that you seek. You know, for others of you, this person is receiving karma. And they've been knocked out of alignment for what it is that they're trying to do because they just didn't do right by you. Right? That's that. Thank you for accepting whatever. What's the first thing you notice about me? Thank you for accepting. So this gives me, yeah, this is somebody who, you know, you might have accepted certain things about them, accepted that they had other kids, accepted that maybe they weren't the best financially, accepted that, you know, maybe they needed a little help, accepted the fact of who they was, accepted their sexuality, accepted they racist ass family, you know what I'm saying, accepted they bitter ass baby mama, whatever it is, whatever you could have accepted. This also feel like somebody who didn't appreciate the fact that you was accepting of them. Right? They didn't appreciate the fact that you was accepting of them. They didn't appreciate the fact that, you know, flaws and all, that they cared about you, or that you cared about them. And for some of them, it's knocked them out of alignment. Right? So some of the things that they're trying to really achieve now, they have no choice but to kind of reap the karma of it. Right? For instance, for some of you, lack of attention, right? You see how they watching the phone? This is from the them collective. You see the you collective, I see a comparison here. There's someone else, lack of attention. So for some of them, this karma is the fact that they gotta watch you move on. The lack of attention. They see you, I said, you see her kind of looking over, you supposed to be hugging this man here. You behind his back looking at your phone. So again, this giving this person in this them pile, like even if they are having other people, if you watching this and you like, oh, it's a separation thing, you know, there is someone else type shit. They with somebody else, you know what I'm saying? They not even with me and that really hurt me. They not stunning the person that they with. Yeah, they might be hugged up, laid up in the bed with their person, but over on this side up under the cover, they on their phone. They look, they over here scrolling on your page and shit. Right? They over here trying to see what person watching doing and shit, trying to make sure their spouse ain't woke up and shit. They like, what this bitch tweeting? what's the bitch Instagram? Hold on, let me see. Let me make sure my spouse sleep. Let me scroll over here, see what's going on. Right? They over here trying to see what you got going on. It's taking them out of alignment. Even if they don't have somebody, if you have somebody, person watching still, they gotta watch you move on. That's their karma. They didn't appreciate what they had when they had it, and it might have made you sensitive. It might have hurt your feelings, but it taught you a valuable lesson, didn't it? And if it didn't, I'm strongly advising that you quickly try to figure out what these lessons is, or else you would just keeping yourself in the same cycle. They didn't want to be vulnerable, though. They didn't want to be vulnerable. They didn't want to open themselves up. They didn't want to, tell you, person watching, I really appreciate you for accepting, I know I'm not perfect. I know I have my ways. I know I have my flaws, but I just, really appreciate you, or they didn't care. They could have maybe even almost acted as if you were supposed to just deal. Like, motherfucker, I don't have to deal with anything, but I'm trying to accept you for who you are. Okay, let's get to the meat and potatoes. What are they thinking or feeling about a person watching? Give me some energy. What are they thinking? What are they feeling in this they collective? What are they thinking? What are they feeling about my you collective? My person watching collective? What are they thinking? What are they feeling? What are they feeling? What are they thinking? What do they want? How are they feeling? Ooh, baby. I stand by what I said when I started this. That's why I said this pile is giving, I'm reminiscing, but I'm reminiscing because I want to go back to it. This pile, person watching pile, the you pile collective give, I'm reminiscing because I'm ready to move on and I don't want to repeat any patterns because I'm ready to move on. Give me some cards over here. Let me just confirm. Give me some cards over here for the you collective. Give me 5 cards. How are they feeling? How are they thinking about the them collective? How are they thinking? How are they feeling about the them collective? How are they thinking? How are they feeling about the them collective? How are they thinking? How are they feeling about the them collective? Child. I can't make this up. I told y'all my cards don't lie to me. Because this is basically exactly what I just said. We'll start with the them pile, though. For the cards that we have for the them pile, we have boss. So they definitely see you as a boss. They admire your efforts. You might have your own business. You might want to start your own business. You might have already been kind of putting some things in the work. But they love the fact that you're calculated. They love the fact that you're risk-taking. They admire the entrepreneurship or the investmentship that you have. They really enjoy that about you. They truly also believe that y'all are meant to be together. Because you got the twin flame and the soulmate card out here for them, bitch. So it's giving, not only is person watching my twin, my soulmate, my better half, my person, but it's also giving, like I said, team effort, right? I want to work on things. I'm not just thinking about this and reminiscing on all of this because I'm just goddamn thinking person watching is just so cool. No, like I want to build upon this. The group effort card says collaboration, teamwork, progress, bringing different people and ideas together. This is someone who wants to be together. The boss card makes me feel like I wouldn't be surprised if they were trying to be a little more calculated in how they kind of moving with you to kind of get that in alignment, right? Because again, the lack of attention card is here. So it's given, okay, how can I get my person back, right? How can I get my twin flame back? A person you attract into your life who is sent to mirror you, highlighting your perfections and your flaws and assist you in your soul growth. Yin and yang, duality, destiny, fated connection, past life connection. And you have the soulmate card. I mean, shit, how much black and white can it get? This person, when it comes to you, person watching, definitely wants to do something for you. Sagittarius, you might have a birthday because we are in Sagittarius season. The surprise card is here. So don't be surprised if you get a surprise phone call, maybe a surprise message. Maybe they have a gift, they drop it off at the crib to you, for you, or something like that. But this also could just be a surprise and a present for you, period. Especially for some of you who have done the work, especially during this retrograde, at that, there might be someone who comes back and it might actually be a divine blessing. The thing is, too, people hear retrograde and then they get so scared because all of these social media people tell you, oh, don't take your ex back, oh, don't do this, oh, don't do that, oh, don't buy the car. It's not always that. Sometimes your exes can come back, and sometimes it is a divine blessing. You guys can refix and remend things. I even just did that myself with my own twin flame, where I don't want to date the nigga. I don't want to be together. I don't know. I'm feeling hella shaky. I'm definitely much more on no than yes when it comes to like anything intimate or romantic. But we could be cool, right? And that was, I feel like, even maybe a surprise for him during this retrograde. Like, I don't hate you. It ain't no bad blood. I just don't think you the type of nigga for me with the stuff that I need and that I like. And if, again, maybe he might feel differently. But again, until motherfuckers is ready to put their money where their mouth at and really prove that to me, that I shit, it one ear and out the other one. So until then, we just gonna be homies. That's all we can be. That's all I'm willing to do. That's all I'm having the capacity for when it comes to this type of person, right? So retrograde don't always mean negative. This could be still that, there might be a surprise, especially for some of you who might maybe even want this person back. Jumping off over here in y'all's pile, you have the waterfall card. Very different energy. The waterfall card is about exploring your own emotions, on an overflow of emotion, happiness, new love, giving from the heart. Didn't I just say that too, right? So for some of you, yeah, this is someone new. You have your eye on someone new. There is a new love here, and you might be overflowing with emotions. Person watching, you over here in your bag. You're not thinking about whoever this is in this pile over here. You got in your bag, and you got the sky card, right? The in your bag card is about hustle, new money, making opportunities for yourself. So this is about having multiple streams of income. Maybe you picked up a new job. Maybe you got a second job. Maybe your jobs is just jobbing and shit. All of the money finally paying off and shit, and everything is everything, right? But the sky card here is also about growth, progress. You know what I'm saying? Expansion. The sky is the limit. You're not sitting around reminiscing on person watching. Person watching. You're not sitting around thinking about this person over here that's thinking about you. That's a big energy, and I feel like, again, that basically confirms exactly what I said in the beginning of this. The they them pile is very much thinking about how I can get back to my person. Person watching, you are very much thinking about, how can I get to this bag? How can I get some new love? How can I get my money straight, right? Here you have financial issues too. And then we have in your bag. So for some of you, you might not necessarily be having financial constraints necessarily. I'm not calling you broke, but again, you could just be focused on any type of money where you like, well, shit, my money is fine, but too much money is never enough. I can always get some more money. Yeah, my bills is paid, but I can always put some back in the savings account. I mean, I ain't never too against that. Right? So it's like I'm focused on other things. I'm focused on aligning my mind and my heart together. I'm focused on my money. I'm focused on my possibilities, following my dreams. I'm focused on new love, new dick, new pussy, somebody that really understands me, somebody that can really pour into me. Some of you are also very much trying to work on balancing your root and your solar plexus chakra, right? For some of you, you feel a little down, sad, trying to balance that fear and that negativity or insecurity with confidence, right? The root chakra can also very much be about fear, insecurity, not feeling grounded. The solar plexus chakra can very much be about self-esteem, confidence. When your solar plexus chakra is healed, it also, in my opinion, kind of helps with the throat chakra, because once you feel confident, you kind of want to put that in the world, right? So it makes you feel good. When you wake up and you feeling confident about yourself, it makes you feel a little more confident to speak your mind or to put yourself out there or to be more friendly, right? Be more social. So it's giving you focused on some totally different shit right now than this person. But this person over here is very focused on you. And you are very much focused on processing your emotions, new love, giving love from the heart, your creativity, your money, your finances, really growing as a person, really growing in your confidence, really growing in your craft and whatever it is that you want to do in the world. Interesting. Give me two astrology cards. Give me the them pile. Give me something for them. Two astrology cards for the them pile. What do we have? And then we'll jump off into the tarot. We have the Virgo card. Okay, so this is again someone very calculated. Somebody's very analytical. They could be feeling very calculated right now. They could be feeling very analytical right now. They could be also feeling very negative about themselves. Virgo, the downside to it can be there can very much like be their own worst enemy. They can be their own inner critic, and they can pick themselves apart for their imperfections and their flaws. So this also could be maybe somebody who is kind of dealing with that, where again, like I said, thank you for accepting, right? Finish the sentence. So this could be somebody who might be really, laying into their own self and beating them own selves up, where it's like, damn, well, I had person watching and they was my person and we did have everything together and I could have just, been a great person. I should have just appreciated what they was trying to do. I should have just been thankful for how they accepted me, and I should have just been thankful for this, or thankful for the fact that they shit was even fucking with me, right? Thank you for accepting me, right? That could sometimes just be it. Period. Thank you for accepting me, flaws and all, right? Just like the Virgo card said, I know I'm not perfect. I know I have imperfections. I know I could be, really hard on myself. I know that you could be really hard on me, but thank you for just accepting me for who I am. Thank you for not trying to change me, but instead for trying to get me to just meet in the middle with you. Thank you for not picking me apart for my flaws, because I know I'm not perfect and I pick myself apart, right? But instead of just appreciating you for accepting me, I still continue to pick myself apart. And then I could still continue to make it your problem because I'm picking myself apart like it's your fault. That message resonate for some motherfucking body. Give me one more card. Neptune. And now they're doing a lot of daydreaming. Now they're daydreaming. They might be having dreams about you. I think for some of them, they're realizing that there's some self-sacrifices that needed to be had or that should have been had in order to remain in alignment with the relationship. I feel like they also are understanding the difference in like escapism, universal love. You know what I'm saying? Really kind of understanding the difference in really showing up and staying grounded, right? Because what are the odds that these are kind of also different but similar, right? Neptune is ruled by Pisces. Pisces is a sister sign to Virgo, right? Even though Neptune isn't the exact architect of Pisces, but it's in that realm, right? So again, how can we get more grounded? How can we not just have fantasies but really ground the reality, right? Not to keep making this about me, but I just love to make these interpersonal because I like to use myself as an example. So even as an example, a conversation, again, kind of similar to like I was saying on my twin flame, right? Where he was telling me and we was kind of conversating, and long story short, it's like he always has a plan. He always has how he in his mind, how it's gonna work, right? on some Neptune shit. He always got this daydream, this plan of like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. And it sounds very like Virgo, but I attribute it to Neptune in this specific card because it's never grounded, right? You can sit here and say, yeah, I'm going to go to the military and then we're going to have a family and then we're going to do this. But again, if you can't even prioritize us to really make that happen, how do you think any of that's going to happen? If you can't really get into the step-by-step, Virgo is about the details. Neptune is a dreamer. You can dream all day long. You can dream as long as and as big as the fuck you want to, right? But without that step-by-step plan, that Virgo planner, analytical strategy, right, to really get in the details of how we're going to bring this dream into a reality, you just dreaming. And it feels very similar to this. It feels very similar to this type of power where it's just like, yeah, because motherfuckers got big dreams. Yeah, you can want to get with person watching and, oh, that's my person. And yeah, you got the twin flame card and the soulmate card and the group effort card. And yeah, all of that is great. But what are you doing to actually bring that to life? Or are you just dreaming? That is the difference. Big difference. It's a big difference between me and you. Ain't nothing like you and you. Ain't her birthday coming up? Ain't her birthday on the 8th? I'm on the hustle to look for these bitches is out of their league. These bitches ain't batting like me. These bitches ain't better than me. That's why I love Sagittarius season. I have been a goofball bitch since the sun have moved. I mean, Krusty the Clown bitch. I mean, goddamn McDonald's clown bitch. Circus clown bitch. I have just been the silliest I have ever been all year. Okay, for the you pal person watching, you have the square card. And then you have the Cancer card. For some of you, you might be kind of having a little bit of a challenge of emerging your feelings. Okay? Especially with the sapiosexual card, right? Your mind and your heart need to be on the same page. But you also need to be able to understand and be able to process and to be able to express and properly articulate what you feel. And you could be having some issues kind of doing that. You could be experiencing some tension when it comes to feeling your feelings, expressing your feelings. For some of you, this could be why you very much focused on being in your bag, following your dreams, all of the above, right? Because it's like, ooh, bitch, when I shift and think about love, when I shift and I think about romance, you know what I'm saying? I think about all of the shit that I had to endure and all of these painful ass lessons. And then they get to making me motherfucking sensitive and shit. And then I just don't want to even think about that. So instead of thinking about any of that, I'm just gonna lock in and think about money and pick up all these jobs. And I'm gonna just work and think about my finances. And if I don't think about love, bitch, love won't think about me. And it's like, that's not how this works. Not how this works at all. Not how this works at all. But you have to actually know how to do that, right? You have to be willing to also articulate, right? Bottom of the deck card, we have the Mercury card. You need to know how to articulate your feelings. Even if you're not sharing them with anybody, write them down. Put them in a song, put them in the music, or call a friend, phone a family member. You know what I'm saying? And really talk to them about it. But, all of this really isn't helping you. And I also feel like for some of you, because I just feel the need to say that, writing it ain't going to help. Not one time. Because I don't know, I just heard I'll write it down, but then I just have to keep writing, or one time ain't enough, and then I have to keep writing. Yeah, you have to keep writing. It's not just a one and done thing. It's not just like I'm trying to write it out. No, you have to write it, then write again, and then write again, and then write again, and then write again. Keep writing. Write as much as you need to. It's a never ending thing, just like healing. You can't just heal today and then tomorrow you're like, well, damn, I don't feel healed, because you have to keep doing it. Like meditation. You can't just meditate today and then be like, oh, this shit don't work. You have to keep doing it. So make sure you keep doing it, okay? Because for some of you, it is making you very sentimental. For some of you, I'm also kind of picking up, think about your motherly here. For the you pile, your mother is coming to mind, okay? So think about the women in your family. Think about your mother, your grandmother, you as a woman. How are you processing your emotions? How are you taught to process your emotions? And if you're watching this and you're saying I wasn't, then we need to start working on that. You're going to have to figure out what you're doing about that. For me personally, I sought therapy, and that's been helping me. But therapy ain't for everybody. Everything ain't for everybody. Just like writing. Just for some of you, writing your emotions work. For some of you, you like, bitch, I can still, after I get done writing, I can write 12 pages, bitch. A 4-page letter, call me a Leah, bitch, and I can still feel like I want to burn the goddamn house down. Okay, well then writing probably ain't for you. Call a friend. For some of you, calling a friend don't work because you're not comfortable. That's fine. Write it out. If that don't work, go to therapy. Bitch, find what works for you and stick to that. Okay? But it's given we on 2 different pages here. It's giving you and whoever on your mind, whoever got you on their mind, whatever is on 2 totally different pages. Somebody wants to rekindle something and somebody doesn't. So, all right, let's see. And then I'm going to get on up off here so I can go do what I got to do, because I do have one of my readings to do. All right, give me a couple of cards for this. Let's start with them. Give me a couple of cards for the them collective. What do they want to say? What do they want person watching to know? What are their intentions? Let's give us something to close out. Okay, the Knight of Wands is reversed. Let me move this over. The Knight of Wands is reversed. Oh, not the sun. Ah, the Knight of Wands is reversed. The Ace of Cups is also reversed. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing any cards. Seven of Swords is reversed. I knew I was missing a card. I was like, I saw something in between those. Okay, so the Knight of Wands is reversed. The Ten of Wands is here. I know, I'm sorry. I know you can't see it with this freaking glare with the sun. And then it was the Ace of Cups reversed. And then it was the Seven of Swords reversed. And then give me one more card. The Magician tried to come out. And then the Lover's card. Okay, that makes sense. I'll actually take the Magician because that actually confirms exactly what I was about to say. What this person wants you to know, what their intentions are, right? They want to manifest a new beginning with you with this Lover's card and this Magician card. They want to be with you, person watching. That's not a joke. Regardless of if how they handled it, how they felt, whether they appreciated you or was thankful for you or whatever the fuck, however the fuck, whenever the fuck, fill in the blank here. Okay? They definitely want to manifest a new beginning. However, the issue is their baggage. This baggage doesn't feel emotional, but it feels tangible. It feels like responsibilities. It feels like obligations to other people. Give me this Ten of Wands. Confirm that for me. Yeah, Empress. So for some of you, there's definitely someone else. Okay, for some of you, there might be someone in the picture, right? For some of you, this might be a mother, right? With this Nine of Wands. For some of you, the blockage is a mother figure. The Empress is about mother figures, right? Especially with this Cancer. So for some of you, you might resonate with that too over here where it says square in Cancer. This could not be a challenge with your emotions. This could be a challenge with, you know, dealing with somebody else's mother. Where it's just like, okay, I'm not about to make you pick between me and your mama. If you have a hard time, I just help you pick. You just go to your mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, but for some of you, this is definitely a mother that's blocking. If this isn't a mother figure, this could be a child's mother. Of course, take it for how it resonates with this Empress energy here. Right? For some of you, this could even be you. Okay, so again, like I said, take it for how it resonates. If you know your person don't have a third party situation, then you could be the block. If you literally block them, even if it's on physical, where it's like, bitch, I done blocked this nigga number, his social media, bitch, like everything, I have blocked everything, then this could even just be your energy. For some of you, it could be a parent. And if you know that your person that's on your mind is very obligated to their family, then it could be, like I said, a mother figure who is kind of not deliberately possibly, but regardless of if it's deliberate or not, they're kind of blocking and adding some baggage to this person so they can't get to you. The Ace of Cups is reversed. The Knight of Wands is reversed. So it's not that they don't want to give you these things. They don't have passion for you, don't have love for you. They do. They just can't really get that to you. They can't deliver it to you like DoorDash right now. You know what I'm saying? Because there are some blockages and there are some secrets. They're not telling you these blockages, right? So if their mama don't like you, they're not finna pick up the phone and say, oh, you know, I kind of been acting funny because me and my mama had this talk and then she was saying that she didn't really trust us dating, or she didn't really like you for me. She didn't think that you was a good fit for me. So I just, you know, didn't really say anything. Like they're being very hush hush about it, but they are trying to manifest you. They just aren't putting any money where they mouth at. So yeah. Like I said, it's a lack of attention. So shit, they watching, but they ain't putting no action. There's no effort, right? The Knight of Wands is reversed. The Knight of Wands is someone who moves, but he does move pretty fast. You know what I'm saying? But this is someone who isn't moving at all. This is someone who has a cup of love for you, but they just ain't offered it for you. They keeping it near and dear to the chest, right? Because they're still daydreaming. That's why I said for some of you over here, they still daydreaming. You got to figure out what you're doing. You got to figure out what you're doing. We either doing this or we not doing this. We either gonna be together or we not. And if we're gonna be together, then what is the practical step-by-step plan? How are we building this foundation to get it together? It's not enough to just be daydreaming and thinking about it. It's not enough to just be fantasizing about what it'll be like. You got to really put your money where your mouth at. And if that means clearing out your family or standing up against your family, standing up against your baby mama, or shit, even just going to the person, right? That I say, because even if it's you person watching with this Empress card, maybe you block them. That's fine. Shoot them a DM. Email. You know what I'm saying? Depends. It really kind of just depends on how bad you want it. Really. Shoot them a text, email. Hey, I know, you know, You know, you told me to go F myself, but I just, just really can't get you out my mind. I just can't breathe without you. You know what I'm saying? Jordan Sparks called me Chris Brown, no air. You know what I'm saying? Like clutches pearls. I just can't breathe. I can't eat, you know? Give me something over here for you, pal. Give me something over here for you, pal. For the person watching, pal. What are their intentions? What do they need to know? What is their guidance when it comes to this? Give me this Temperance card reverse. Clarify this Temperance card reverse. I really hate this glare. It's really bothering me. Because, okay. I guess. Give me the Temperance card. Okay. You have the Ace of Wands, Page of Cups, the Temperance card, and the Queen of Swords is reversed, the Two of Wands, and then the Eight of Pentacles. For some of you, again, you're working really, really hard. For some of y'all, person watching, you really trying to use money and shit to kind of distract yourself from what it is that you want to do or feel like you should do or whatever like that. Hold on, let me see. I just hate the glare. It's just bothering the hell out of me. So yes, aside from that, for some of you, your guidance is to really work on some things. I feel like for some of you, person watching, you kind of got a lot of passion built up, whether that's passion sexually or passion towards something else or like in a specific endeavor. That's really good. If it's sexual, make sure you're transmuting that the right way. Okay, you don't want to just be all over the place. Learn how to control your sexual energy. But I'm also seeing for some of you, you might be a little emotionally immature when it comes to like when you run out of patience with people. This is not the time to be overly harsh and overly cruel, but really be slow to speak and quicker to listen. This makes me feel like you might have an encounter with this person for some of y'all, the way it's kind of looking. So it's given even on this pile. It's like for some of you, you're running the risk of saying something really mean and really harsh and it really might fuck you up, especially if some of you really want to be with this person. So be very mindful of that. Again, like I said, we have a lot of fire energy, a lot of chaotic energy in the air right now, a lot of combativeness going on with this Mars retrograde in Leo. Okay, Leo is extremely expressive, extremely prideful, and extremely egotistical. Leo will hit below the belt and cut you deep if they even for a slither of a second perceive that that's what you're about to do to them. Especially, it's 20 times worse if you didn't already did it, right? So this is the time to really make sure you are slow to speak. Really, really, really think about what it is that you have to say, okay? Especially because I think Jupiter is also in Gemini. We have, like I said, the Gemini new moon coming up. So again, a lot of chaotic energy, a lot of combativeness, a lot of conflict. This is not a time to be arguing, especially because if person watching, if your argument is rooted in hurt and defensiveness and bitterness and harshness, you're going to continue to actually fuck this up if this is something or somebody you want. Okay, for some of you, if you don't want this person, make sure you be careful because this same energy that's pent up from this past last person, you're going to give it to this new person. And you don't want to do that either because you're going to be sorry. Okay, so be very, very, very careful, especially if this is a new person, because you don't want to scare off the new person because you arguing or kind of giving them some energy that subconsciously is for whoever this is over here. And whoever this is, if y'all are talking, you don't want to have a clash. Arguing and talking in circles and shit, talking over each other is not going to help solve the problem. Y'all really need to come together. Y'all really need to talk. If y'all are going to talk, express to them what it is that hurt them. Let them know what it is that's bothering you and that hurts your feelings. This is not the time to be emotionally immature and act like, oh, I don't care. I never cared. I'm just focusing on my bag and I'm just going to be a rich bitch. Because at the end of the day, all of that shit going to bubble up. And with this Sagittarius energy here, it's gonna come out regardless. it's bound to come out regardless. So regardless of how much you try to hold it and bite your tongue and act like, oh, it's just so cool, like I don't care about nothing, I'm just gonna make some money, you ain't gonna do nothing but trigger yourself and make yourself even more worked up, even more upset, because you're not being authentic with what it is you feeling, what it is you gotta say, and what it is that's on your mind. Don't be sensitive and then overreact because I've just been really extra sensitive lately. No, making sure that you work through that. Tap in with yourself. This is triggering me. This is bothering me. Why? That's how you get to the root of that. Okay. Thank you again so much. If you got this far, I hate that you, this stupid ass glare. Thank you so much if you got this far. Again, my name is B, just in case if you forgot. From the first time, I know that this is hella lengthy. Y'all know I don't really like to care to do these this long, but I wanted to do this video, so we getting it done. We got it done. It's 2:22 on my time dash. Okay, so it's very much given that some of y'all is gonna definitely be in a relationship very, very soon. Some of you have suitors that are definitely coming in. Okay, honorable mentions that we have. Let me see, Sagittarius. We do have air sign, women. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We do have. I just said that, right? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. No, I said Sagittarius. We have air sign women, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have Cancer women. We have Gemini energy here twice. Taurus here, Libra here as a double confirmation. We have Virgo, and I think that's it. Yeah. And just make sure you work on your root chakra and your solar plexus chakra. Because for some of you, your chakra points are a little low, and that's why you kind of feel a little anxious. That's why you feel a little insecure. That's why you kind of feeling a little sensitive. You kind of feeling a little timid. Okay, so make sure that you're actually working on that. Again, my name is B. Just in case if you got this far, I really appreciate it for you for watching my channel. Check down below in the description box for everything that you might need. Again, I am open full time for readings, love readings, sex readings, twin flames, 2025 overviews, child. We are tapping into love, money, finances, and general with the year, so we will get into a full scope of what it is that you need during that time. And yeah, I think that's everything. Thanks for tuning in to this long ass video. I know it was longer than expected. Until next time, like, share, subscribe, leave me some comments if this resonated, and yeah, happy Sagittarius season. See you beautiful people later.